Hi, it's Tana with Usborne Books and More. In this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite books for babies and toddlers, as well as some of our Christmas titles for babies and toddlers. So let's get started. This is one of the books in our brand new how-to series for toddlers. There are 4 books total in this series right now. This is How to Feed Your Cheeky Monkey. We also have How to Brush Your Teeth with Snappy Croc, How to Tuck in Your Sleepy Lion, and How to Bathe Your Little Dinosaur. These board books feature a toddler as the main character with their pet animal, and the toddler then is helping that animal complete a task that all toddlers encounter every day. This one is mealtime, so it talks about using a bib, using silverware, cleaning up if you make a mess afterwards, and going through mealtime in the proper way. So toddlers will love seeing another toddler interact with a fun animal and teach them how to do the daily activities that they themselves are doing. So this is a good learning tool as they enjoy a fun story. Slide and See books are one of my favorites and one of my son's favorites as well. This is one of our newest Slide and See titles, Dinosaurs. Slide and See Zoo is also brand new. We also have Slide and See Farm, Under the Sea, and Animals. These interactive books are a thick, very sturdy board books. They don't so much tell a story, but they do have an interactive sliding element on every page, and that is how the little ones interact with the books. My son learned how to turn pages because of his Slide and See books and really got excited interacting with books. There are finger trails as well as movable parts. He will take a Slide and See book with him in the car every time we go somewhere, and you can hear the clack, clack, clack of the sliding part as he's talking away to the pictures and just having a great time. So I highly recommend these books to anyone with a little one learning to interact with books. Another favorite in our house is Noisy Orchestra. My son got this for his birthday this past August. We are a huge musical family, so this one is pretty awesome for us. Each page shows the section of an orchestra, and then there's a button that goes along with that page so that you can hear what the instruments in that section sound like. At the end of the book, the whole animal orchestra is put together, and the orchestra button will then play all of these parts you heard from each button all together so you can hear what they all sound like. The percussion button is a favorite. My son loves to drum along with the drums. And then my husband plays a brass instrument, so this one's also a favorite because this one is what Daddy sounds like. There are a lot of noisy books. Behind me, I have Noisy Robots, but check out my website for all of the other noisy book titles we have. As promised, let's look at some Christmas titles. Since we're talking about noisy books, here is Musical Nativity. This book tells the Christmas story. Just look at these beautiful illustrations, so detailed. These pages are not quite a board book, but it's not a paper book either. It's like a flexible, thicker page. So again, it's really good for those little hands to practice turning pages. And then every page also has a button that goes along with it, and it plays a different Christmas carol that goes along with that part of the story. So a great way to bring music into the Christmas story as you are sharing story time together this holiday season. That's Not My is a series that is very popular with Usborne and also very popular in my house again as well. This is one of our Christmas titles. That's Not My Angel. We also have That's Not My Elf and That's Not My Reindeer Christmas titles. But check out all of our That's Not My titles. There are so many variety of topics from animals, imaginary creatures, and vehicles that I'm sure you'll find something that your little one will love. Every page has a little mouse. He is narrating the story as he's trying to find his angel in this case, depending on what the book is. Every page then explains why. That's not my angel. Her skirt is too silky. And then the skirt is a silky sensory element. That's not my angel. Her slippers are too bumpy. The variety of the adjectives in these books and the sensory patches that go along with them is incredible. I'll have a book that's on, for one adjective says it's rough, and on another book it uses the same adjective rough, but the sensory patch is different in each of the books to show that there's different types of rough. So it's a great teaching tool for adjectives and learning what things feel like. And then at the end, the mouse always finds the object he's looking for. That's my angel. Her wings are so fluffy. So it always has a happy ending. And these books, again, not really a story, so they can be read out of order. My little guy flips the pages back and forth and back and forth. So you just read the page that he happens to be on. He's getting exposed to the language. He's learning how to interact with the books at his own pace, and you're not messing up the story. One last book to show you right now. This is another touchy-feely book, Touchy-Feely Nativity. So this is another way of telling the Christmas story with these beautiful illustrations and thick board books for the little hands, but every page has multiple sensory elements for them to find and feel. The story is going to stick with them so much more if they interact with the books themselves and they think that they are, well, they are getting involved in the story time with you, and they're just going to love that. Be sure to check out my website for all of our baby and toddler books, Christmas and non-Christmas, and I guarantee that you're going to find a fun, interactive story that will quickly become a new favorite in your collection.